I think I might have, yeah, it was on mute. My bad. Is it better? I think I might have missed this entry point. It should be better now. The audio should be better. Right? Waiting for that confirmation. Is it better? Okay. All right. So I'm looking at this. It did tap this resistance point. I missed that entry at 170. I think it might still tap it a little bit. I don't know that I like this reversal candle though. It kind of shows me that there's some heat to take, but I will draw one more resistance point to see, or support line. Okay, so it hasn't broken down this most recent one yet. Could tap this 394 then jump. I got a text, my fault. But I'm looking for this level. I still got. I'm gonna retest this 394.50. Create alert. At or above. I want to make sure that I'm getting around this red line. So I was going to scale in here, but I missed it at first. But I still think that this 15-minute looks pretty bullish. We could still break out a little bit here. So I'm not in on these just yet. And a nice little push. Notice all these big breakouts here. Breakout, breakdown, breakout, breakdown, breakout, breakdown, breakout. Kind of getting smaller here. So this is kind of showing me like just a very choppy uptrend. I really like this 170 area. So I'm going to wait one more push up to this high of the day around this 395.75. This is pretty bullish. I might start scaling in here. I'm going to scale in here around 171 if it fills me in. I'm going to get it at 73. I'd like to see a little bit more action. I don't want it to reverse just yet. It's trying to. All right, so I got some at 177. Not the best fill, but I'll take it. I'm trying to get up to 10, maybe 20. I'm just going to scale into this one because I don't think this is the perfect entry point. Maybe probably get some of these around 160. If it breaks out of this and goes to 395, probably stop myself out, but very, very small risk right now, just 3 contracts scaling in here. Looking for a nice little reversal point around this level, 395. I feel like this is starting to form a little uptrend potentially, but nice little rising wedge-ish pattern here. Ooh. $177. I don't want this to reverse because I'm only in 3. I want to get more at a lower fill here, so that's what I'm paying attention to. I'm in these 394 puts for tomorrow expiration, not same days because it's way too choppy. Tesla, where are you? You're at 190 still. I think Tesla has a lot of room down still in the markets. This is its daily chart though, so it's starting to catch up to this level. I wouldn't be surprised to see this bounce a little bit, obviously, because Tesla is Tesla. But my target buy zone for Tesla is around this 145, 150. So I think that there's still a ton of room to go on the downside. Same with the market. I think that we just entered into this channel where we're going to follow it, walk it down. My goal here is maybe to start look more so on the call side around 385-ish, 380-ish. But I think that there's still a lot more room down on the SPY as well. I don't think that this is a strong uptrend. Like these look like pretty strong candles, but it's not really trending in a far direction. So the low of the day is at 392.50. So it's only up $2 from its low, and it's right about green. So I think that at that green level, which is where this 394.70 is, I'm gonna take way more puts. So I'm trying to get my average down to around 170 if I can buy like 7 more at this top. But we are in chop hours, but it is for tomorrow. 11 o'clock is usually where it starts to get pretty shitty. But I don't know if people are selling covered calls yet or selling options, but when you sell options, it's unlimited day trades under 25K. I don't know if anybody heard me say that or not, but Tesla options for tomorrow, you mean to day trade today? If you ever swing those, you're just going to lose money unless it gaps up or gaps down. It's not worth it in my opinion. I'm only up $3 a contract. I want more contracts here, but I want to make sure that I'm catching the right spike down. 15-minute chart does look bullish, bounce off this level. Could see this 395. I would probably stop out above 395 here, so might lose like $15, $20 a contract, but once I get 10 or 20 of those, I'll end up losing maybe 150 total. I just don't, there's not enough volume, there's not enough movement here, so I really would like to see one more spike up to this 394.78 level. That's why I'm only in 3, just in case it does break down. I'll catch a little bit of momentum, maybe make a little bit of profit, but nothing too crazy. Obviously, only 3 contracts. I'm up $30 right now. It's nothing, but man, I really want to get 10 of those, let it rock. I'm up 200 on the day. It's not a bad day. Obviously, $300 a day, $350 a day is $100K a year. So that's usually like the minimum goal I want, but my real true goal is around 500 to 1,000 a day. If I can make anywhere from 150 to 250 a year, I'm A-okay with that on top of the other streams of income. It's not bad for only trading 2 hours a day. Let's see. Dead. Market is dead, guys. This is a little reversal candle. I do like this. Little hammer shooting star. Not hammer, but shooting star candle here at the top of this trend. I don't know if it's done yet. I think that there still is some upsides. That's why I'm still only in 3 contracts here. I want to buy 10 to 20 of these, but I want to get it at this level. I want to test this level. I missed this one and I missed this one, or else I probably would have went a little heavier, but I bought in around this level right here. So I'm waiting for a little bit of a pop. I would hate to see this completely collapse on only 3 contracts, but just a little bit of skin in the game right now. Jordan, you are a monster. I wanted to play some music on this stream, but I gotta like find some mixes because they keep denying my stream and saying it's not against guidelines. It's copyright issues when I play music, like Morgan Wallen, #1 artist in the world right now. Come on. Push this up a little bit. I don't know if this is going to slowly chop us up all day, which would be annoying as hell. But currently up on this trade, down on this trade now. Jinxed it. Down $1, up $3. I really want to get more, probably around 10, maybe 15, maybe 20 contracts. But I want it at this level. Just repeating myself, just in case anybody missed that. I'm in the 394 puts for tomorrow expiration. The Bollinger Bands? Oh, the Bollinger Bands are the best. My nose is so itchy right now. The Bollinger Bands are literally the best. It shows you oversold and overbought positions. So usually when this starts to level off, go sideways, usually shows me a nice little trend. So these bands, they like to trade with inside the bands. So I have the top one is red for puts, and the bottom one is green for me to signal that I need to buy calls. So I'm more of a reversal trader. The TTM squeeze also helps me out because sometimes you'll enter into a squeeze and it'll just hug the Bollinger Band all the way up. But on low volume and it starts to level off, I like to take the reversals, especially using volume. So I use volume spikes at the top of Bollinger Bands on top of the TTM squeeze because TTM squeeze shows me momentum on each side. So dark green means a lot of pressure squeeze. Light green means it's starting to sell off a little bit and losing that momentum. So as you're seeing here, it's losing that momentum. So as it loses momentum, these contracts are going to go up. The Bollinger Bands are going to start to fade down, and that shows me my true reversal. So I could scalp in and out. I'm up $13 on this, $16 on this. I only have 3 contracts, so I'm only up $52, which is kind of annoying. But slow chopping my day up, I'm up $230, which is nothing. But Still not bad. I might take the profit on these at 192 if it lets me out here. And then look to get some more. Actually, I think I'm going to hold these. This looks like it's starting to break this up, this downtrend. That's testing it right now. So if we can get below this one, the next one's right around this 393.50. I only have 3 contracts, so at this point I might as well just put a stop loss right at break even, maybe even lock in, I don't know, 3 times 3 is $9. So maybe I'll lock in $9 here. So my max loss is $9, or my max loss is gaining $9, and on the other end I could make, I don't know, maybe 100 if it starts to break down, 100 or so. Which is not anything exciting, but money is money, and I just don't want to be red. So I think I might get stopped out here, though. Actually, I think I'm just going to cancel this and play this game because it looks like this is starting to squeeze down a little bit, and I don't think that this is going to break out. I think this is going to be our top, to be honest, especially with this Bollinger Band starting to curl down this way. I don't think that there's enough volume for this to just squeeze out today, so we'll see. So I'm right at 177, still at $5 a contract. I would like to get these lower, maybe like 172-ish, 170, and buy around this level. We'll see what happens here. Oh, we're getting a little squeeze on the 15-minute. Maybe it could come up and test that level. It'd be cool to see that because that's what I really want to get involved in. I want to see this red line. I'll buy more for sure and wait for the little pop down. It looks like this is kind of the new uptrend, but I'm not even going to draw that. All right, we're getting that little pop. Give me this red line. I'll be happy as hell. I'll buy 3 more. I think it might slowly chop its way up to this. If it breaks this red line, I probably won't add to it, and I'll take a small loss. Slow, boring ass day. Sorry this can't help out as much as I wanted to, but this sometimes it's all about patience. Trading is 99% patience, 1% execution. So I'm waiting for this level right here. I'm going to add more to my position. Could have taken that $50, but realistically, if this goes the way I wanted to, I'll end up making a lot more than that with 10 to 15 contracts. $50 is going to do nothing. Quick scalps always add up, but from what I want to do and what I'm trying to accomplish, I don't think that those are going to help me out too much. All right, give me one little more push up here to the high of the day. It's a really big candle, but these big candles keep getting smaller and smaller. So it shows me that the uptrend is getting weaker. It's 15 minutes still is trending nicely, though. It's the only thing that is steering me away from thinking to buy more right at this level. It is rejecting. It's a higher low right there, or a lower high. And now I'm back in even. Fuck. I just want to see this red level. That's my perfect entry point. So my stop loss will be above this 395 mark. As you can see, this Bollinger Band is starting to go sideways a little bit here, so it shows me weakness. I think that we're going to end up reversing. These look like tweezer tops here on the 15-minute chart, so as long as it doesn't spike up. Fuck, I should have got more. Starting to fail that bounce. So slow. I only have 3 contracts too. Trying to buy like 10, risk about 2K. Starting to see some sellers come through in the time and sales. It's rejected again. Like I said, these Bollinger Bands are starting to curl down now, so doesn't really show me that it's has any strength to continue up, but they are getting closer and closer to each other, so this might just chop. I really want to see this level right now, this 393.75. I might just honestly take the $30 because I don't know if this is a good enough trade anymore. Looks pretty beat, to be honest. I need a big breakdown here to test this VWAP level, and then I would probably take profit on the put side and then let it sit for a while because it's just going to chop. This 15-minute is showing me tweezer tops. So tweezer tops are usually those little upside down popsicles looking things, and then that's usually a reversal on the charts. So let's see if that can play out. Everything else is confirming it for me. The Bollinger Band's starting to sell off a little bit here. The volume is dying. Many upper shadows here, so I think we could get a nice little spike down. Maybe about 50 cents. These contracts would be worth like 215, 220. I only have 3, so I'm not going to make that much, but still a good trade regardless if you're following along, whether you have 1, 10, 20, 50. I think I'm only up $60, $46, $55. I might just take that. Pretty annoying that I only had 3, but excuse me, I'm looking at this 198 sell. Maybe I'll just get out at 197. I'm out at 3 of them, 197. So I just made $60. Can't be upset. I'm up 236 on the day. Small gains, choppy ass day. I haven't been confident enough to buy more than 10 contracts at a time. Good shit. That's a great catch. I missed it a little bit. I was waiting for this 390. I was waiting for this level, and it didn't quite tap it. I was trying to get it perfectly, but I should not have done that, especially if I'm buying next day up expirations. But it looks good to hold on to. It looks like this 15-minute chart will confirm around this 393.50 breakdown, and then if it goes below that, it could be a big drop day, to be honest. I might end up switching to the SPX here in a second and use that $200 to see if I can make 1,000 or so. I'm only up 236. I can't be not really happy about that, but 393 for tomorrow, that's good. I was trading the 394s just to get a little bit of more intrinsic value, but the only thing that I would say be careful of is, I haven't traded much size at all today. Clearly, I'm only up $236, but slow gains are adding up, that's for sure. I just hate the SPX because these don't do anything for you. Until there's volatility back, I won't play the SPX. That's my New Year's resolution. I gave up SPX for Lent. That's what I gave up. I'm just sick of being stopped out when when it goes your way, it still chops you out. But SPY, it still looks really good to me. It's curling down a little bit. The only thing I would be careful of is these Bollinger Bands pointing at each other. It could just chop sideways. So if you have a tomorrow expiration, you should be pretty good on theta. Just set your stop loss. Make sure you're break even since you got it up here. Oh, you're out. All right, never mind. On to the next. So the only other things I had on my watch list were CRM, which is going sideways, which I might sell some puts. I think I uploaded 18,000 in this account. So we're up a little bit on the count right now. Tesla. I want to sell some Tesla puts here. Maybe I'll just buy 100 shares of this. Sell some covered calls on the way down because I know Tesla's going to come back. But I think it might be a little bit too high still. My main entry point would be around this 160. I might scale in and then add some more around this 143. So this gap that I'm looking at right here, around this 156, 157, 160 area, and then this gap to 145, I feel like is a really good pullback zone after this massive run up. I would love to start scaling in around this one. If I can see it in the 160s, I'll probably start adding some shares for that. What do we look at? CRM. CRM's going sideways, right? Yeah. And then Snowflake was the other one. Snowflake was the other one. Okay. Massive gap down here on Snowflake. I feel like tomorrow is going to be a really good opportunity on Snowflake as well because it's nice. It's forming this nice little lower shadow, but with inflation rising and everything, I don't think that this is going to stay bouncing. I think that after that earnings report, it's going to be around 130, maybe 125. So could see another like $2, $3, $4, $5 drop day. It's down 12% today, and as long as it doesn't continue to rally, honestly, it might be a good idea to swing some puts in this. Let me see how much these are. I would keep it low risk just because tomorrow's Friday. I would swing next week's, probably pretty close to the money. Maybe these 130s actually. 256 would only make me 140 bucks contracts and probably not worth it. When you're trading options, you got to look at the premiums. You got to look at what the potential payout is. If it's basically you're going to risk 250 bucks to make 50 bucks, like it doesn't. It's good, right, for a day trade, but for a swing trade and you're going to lose value, you're basically putting all the odds against you. It's really an odds game here. It's a probability game, and it's obviously execution game as well. But I don't know. I don't see the opportunity too much. I see also kind of testing this downtrend. We're getting there. SPY does look really weak to me on the 15-minute chart, but I can see it bouncing on this uptrend when it drops down about 40 cents. Maybe I'll take some calls down there, but it looks really, really choppy. I think on this trend, I'll take some calls. That'll be my last trade of the day. So let's look at it. Let's look at some calls here. I'm probably just going to switch over from the 394 puts to the 394 calls. So I'll just switch this P to C. They're 198. If I buy 10 of these, this could push me up to 250. Could be about $230, $240. Should be pretty nice. $220 on top of my day. It would put me near my $500 goal. It would put me at my $500 goal if I made 200 bucks. So I'll do one more trade, see if I can make that 500. I've been really light positions today. Each trade has been 2,000 bucks, but it's for SPY and it's for next week. So, wait, I forgot to signal this. I forgot to tell them I sold at 198. My next trade idea is going to be this. The bounce level right at this uptrend line. I'm going to signal this to my channel real quick. 1 second. Where did that go? All right, right at this VWAP line. It might test the VWAP line on top of the bottom Bollinger Band. It could be a really good opportunity for some calls here. Here we go. It's getting lower. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to minimal risk here. Max I'll lose here. It might be like 50 bucks. I'm going to put my... Did just kind of test that uptrend here. See if we can get one more little spike down. It's starting to fall pretty fast, fade pretty nicely. 15 minutes is up in about 2 minutes here, so we could see another rejection candle, but I don't know. This Bollinger Band and this VWAP line, this is actually a pretty good setup for a reversal on the upside. The only thing I hate is this Bollinger Band curling down, so this might be just some consolidation to start heading towards that low. I think if I get in these, it'll be at 171. I'll buy 10 of them at 171. Which is right below that VWAP line. See if it happens. And then my stop loss is going to be very tight around 163. So I'll only lose 80 bucks. So if you notice, I'm making a around 100 or so a contract plus, and then I'm keeping my losses way smaller. So, I mean, if this returns even back up to 200 at 175, that'll put me in my $500 goal for the day. I can chalk it up. Very, very small risks everywhere I go, but on a day like this, can't really risk too much. I'm loving the executions, though. I might have to move this up a little bit now. It's this next candle. It might bounce right at this level. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it right at this level. Hopefully it doesn't bounce right now. That would hurt. But trying to get a better fill here. Starting to level off a little bit. It's a good sign. Could start to come back up and retest this line. I want to see one more drop though. I might have to cancel this and wait for that entry point because I think it's going to be really quick. It might not be right at my limit. So what I'm looking at here is still this level. It's chopping a little bit. I'm getting some sell signals on the time and sales, but there are some buyers sitting right at this level as well. They all are playing against this. So we're just going to see who wins, whether it's the Bulls or the Bears on this situation. But I do want to play a bounce level. I'm missing it a little bit here. Not too much, though. Only about $8 a contract. There's 12. Damn. I think it's about to squeeze. Might take a little bit. I think at the next test, I'll probably end up playing it. Make sure that this line is perfect. Yeah. Damn it. Yep. There she goes. There's the bounce. Hopefully it's not the real bounce, but damn, that was would have been a good entry point. All right, let's see if we can get a little reversal out of this. See if the sellers hate this, push this down, right back down to where I want it, right around that 175. I don't know if they're gonna. Yeah, buyers have got a hold of this. If it breaks above his 394, she's smooth sailing right back up. Not confident taking this unless it's right at this VWAP level, so I don't want to trade this dead zone, especially for reverses. Give me one good fill here. Give me one push down. Yeah, there we go. Give me the sellers. Give me the sellers before the buyers. This is showing me some weakness still. Could still see some downside. Would love this VWAP test. That's all I want to see. At least there's some buyers there, I can tell. One minute showing me a little bear flag. Yeah, I think we could still test this line. Come on, baby. Give me this 393.50, and then I'll end up taking a position right here. Let's go. Okay. We're in business. We're in business. I want to still see this VWAP test. Perfect entries, like I said. If I miss it, I'll be so pissed. But I think that this is going to see a little bit of a bounce. We'll head down to that 3,950, and then I'll take some calls for tomorrow here at this 394 level. At that point, I'd probably be able to execute them at like 165-ish, hopefully. Buyers are trying to get this thing back up, though. These long wicks on the upside show selling pressure, just so everybody knows. So same thing down here. You see the long upper wicks, so you see a spike. but these show that there's probably some more downside to come. It might even be best to wait for this bottom Bollinger Band below this VWAP line. So just being patient. Gonna get a really good fill. Gonna get one last good trade. We're gonna hit our goal, and we're gonna run away. Yeah, theta is kind of crazy right now. Give me one red candle. Yep. Come on. Come on. Push it down a little bit. We're going to get a 170 fill, then we're going to catch a bounce, and we're going to make a good amount of money off this. So, come on, give me this. I'm not getting in until I see this level. Just saying. If I miss out on it, then I miss out on it. But this is going to be my last trade of the day. I'm making sure it's the perfect execution. Let's look at the 15-minute uptrend really quickly just to confirm where this bounce level is. It's right at that 393.50. This is exactly where I want it. Give me one more red candle. I'm all in on 10. I'll keep my stop loss small in case it continues down. There we go. Push it down just a little bit more. Just a little bit more here. And then I'm in. Still some weakness on the time and sales coming down below the 50s. Here we go. Got a 59, got a 60. Still looking for about 10 more cents here. Come on, baby. 58. All right, we're getting there. I think I'm going in. I'm going in at 176. My stop loss is going to be 160-ish. I didn't get the perfect fill I wanted, so I'm going to have to be a little patient on this one. I might lose 150 on this. So I'll either be up 20 bucks on the day, or I'll be up at my goal. So got to risk my profits sometimes. I got it 176, so if I put it at 162 here, it'd be 140, and I'd be up $70 on the day. So I'm going to be patient on this. Gave myself a little bit of wiggle room on the downside. Want to see a little bit of a bounce. I know it has some room down still. Should have been a little bit more patient, but I got antsy. I was getting bored. So that extra 8 cents might be only like $3 or $4 here, so I can't be that upset. It's right at my cost basis right now. If I wanted to buy, it's right at 173. Maybe an extra $30 or so. So just waiting for it. Right now, this is probably the best entry point right at this level for the bounce at this VWAP. It's close to this bottom Bollinger Band, and it's right at this 15-minute downtrend. So if you're looking for a bounce, this is where it's at. I'm in a little higher here at 172. Stop is at 1.62, I think. If it starts to look weaker, I'll obviously pull my stop loss up a little bit. Maybe I'll pull it up a little bit now just in case. So now my max loss is 120. I'm up 230, so I'd still be up $100 on the day. So at least at the maximum loss, I still made $100 today, so I could go get groceries. You know, that's how I look at it. So starting to get the little bit of reversal signal. I see the bounce right at that level, so hopefully there isn't a consolidation to spike it down. But as of right now, I'm in a really good entry point. In my opinion, I'm at 176. So if we start to see that spike back up, starting to see a little bit of a bounce of that Bollinger Band. I really like this entry point. I'm going to start to move this up, and now I'm going to only lose $100 on this trade if it goes against me. Maybe I'll put it at 167, so it's 90. So as I get into this trade and it starts to go my way, unless it starts to fully break down, then I'll get stopped out. But once I'm in and I start to see it go my way and I see some strength, I'll start to move my stop loss up just to make sure that I got in at a good point, and then I can follow it up. Obviously, this is not looking good right now. It's right at this test, so if it breaks below this, it's going to stop me out. But I'm mitigating my risk, so now I'm only going to be down 90 bucks, and I'll still be up 140 on the day, so I can't be upset about that. But I will take this trade every single time, most likely for a reversal. Bollinger Band, VWAP bounce, uptrend. Looks really good to me. If there are some big sellers in there, then there's some big sellers in there and I'll get stopped out, but the risk to reward ratio is massive at this point. So I'm up a little bit on the trade right now. I'm up $2 a contract, so it's only 20 bucks. But starting to get those buyers. They tried to break it down again, so I think we could have potentially seen a little bottom bounce here. It's right at this point on the 1 minute chart, so we need to get above that 393.80. Nothing crazy. As it goes my way, I'm going to move this up again. So 168 now. My max loss is $80. So let's see if we can get the green candle here or if this is the true breakdown. A little push back up to the money would push these up $20. So I'm up $40 on the trade. Yeah, we're up 40, so we're up 271. I'd love to see a green candle here. The Bollinger Bands are getting a little weaker. That's scary. Could look like it starts to pop down a little bit. So I might have to take my profits quickly here. I'm going to move my stop loss up to only a $50 loss here at 171 just in case. Love to see this green bounce. Like I said, I need to be above that 393.80 to be bullish again. So this could be some consolidation for the spike down. We're up 60 bucks. I don't want to take 60 bucks, but I am going to put my stop loss right at break even now. And now we're spiking up about $100. I'm going to lock in some profits here at 181. So I lock in 50. Yeah. All right. So I got stopped out. Locked in 50 bucks. I was scared that this was going to spike up and then come right back down, which I've seen many, many times. So another small gain, but up 276. Probably should have waited a little bit longer to follow my trend because I think that this might get above this 394 again, but I was scared that this was going to happen. So small spike, small bounce, still up 276. We're slowly crawling our way up to that 500. I probably should have been a little bit more patient, but here we are. Can't be upset about 276 on a day. With minimal risk. And to be fair, I did not mean to actually get stopped out there. I was going to follow it down, but it did spike down a little bit too much. I moved this up a little bit too much. I was going to stop myself out right at break even at 176, but I'm kind of glad I did because it did get that rejection, which I was scared of. Usually on these downtrends, a little spike, they give like this little quick spike, and then all of a sudden they just sell it completely off. And the reason that I saw that I was scared of that is because of this Bollinger Band. Once it starts to expand to the downside, it shows you that the average is lower and the sellers are coming in, so it's just giving it more room to break down, which I do not like. But it is bouncing at this 15-minute trend again, so maybe I should get back in this trade, actually, at 178. I don't like it. I don't like the way that the Bollinger Bands are expanding downwards. I don't like this downtrend whatsoever. Let me look at this one more time. This little downtrend area. It could be a good one. So usually when they break out of these trends, they bounce once they retest. So I don't know, guys. This one's tough. I don't know that I like this. I did get out small. Bollinger Band is coming down. We do have weakness. We have bad news. Tesla had bad news. Inflation is hot. I think that sellers might start to step in here. It's starting to break down here. If it breaks down this uptrend, did we take this VWAP bounce? I don't think so. I think that this selling candle right here shows a lot. I'm a little bit nervous to take this trade because I think I'll get stopped out. But if it goes in the green direction, I'd be impressed. I think this VWAP bounce is really nice, but I do not like this bottom Bollinger Band spanning to the downside. I'm only up 276 on the day. Usually the daily goal is 500. You do the math there, that's 250K a year. Or not 250K, 125K a year. My goal is nowadays is around that 120 to 250 a year. Obviously got a lot of other things that I have going on for those that know. The marketing company, the educational company, the consulting company, getting involved in real estate. So just having this as a side income to make 125 to 250 a year, I'll be more than happy with that every single year. And you only need to make $300 a day. to make 100K. So I'm looking more so the 500 to 1,000 route. You'll see me take some real big risks. Sometimes when I see a really perfect setup, I'll throw like $15,000 to $20,000 in a trade and try and make 50 to 100%, so I can boost my account a lot better. So the small gains do add up, but on those perfect opportunity days, I put all the chips in. Not all the chips, but you get it. The slow gains are great, but use those gains to give you more gains. You know, you can put your capital at risk. So I play with house money a lot of the times when I want to be a little bit riskier, but I don't, if I'm having like a bad week, I don't use a ton of money until I get my money back. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. Do I take this bounce? That is the real question. I think that we're about to bounce. The volume is so bad. Do I take one more trade? I really just want to see 500. Even if I get above 300, I'll be happy. So what is that? Literally 20 bucks. I need to be $20. Okay, so 174, 173, be $50 if we lose it. I am starting to see a little bit of a descending triangle here, so this could end up breaking down. Yeah, this could break down. The 1 minute is showing this little descender. Yep, 393.40. This is the VWAP line though, so if it breaks below this, that's an important level. 15 minute is really weak. I might go in for it. I might go in for it around like 150-ish. Notice how this Bollinger Band is starting to trend downwards, though. This is a very, very choppy day, so this is not a great trading day. So you got to be in and out fast with theta, and definitely don't buy same-day expirations. I'm only looking at the SPY right now. I do kind of like CRM and Snowflake. Honestly, I like both of them to sell options because they're going sideways. Snow to sell puts for sure. Damn. How much are those premiums? I might sell those. Damn, we could collect 182 bucks off that. These are shredding like crazy, probably. Oh shit, these are at 178. Let's go back to the SPY real quick because I think it's trying to break out here. It's getting real close. It's consolidating right on this Bollinger Band level. If it stops me out, there she goes. I would love a little pullback here. I'm going to try and get these at 177. See if we can. See if we can get one pullback here. I don't think we're going to be able to. I'll try and get these at 178, and my stop will be pretty... Oh, wait. Let's get out. I think I saw a big seller right there. 400 to sell is never my happy place. I also wasn't confident in this trade, but I do think that we reverse a little bit. I don't know if it's going to be a lot, but these were worth $230 at the high of the day. If we start to run towards that level, which honestly, I think we might. A little bit more volume above 394, this thing's going to high of the day, so... We did break down. Here's the retest. You know, I might actually take the put side. I really might. This breakdown, we broke through it. Now we're retesting it and rejecting that level. Let me take a look at these 393 puts really quickly. This might be my last trade of the day. They're at 200 a piece here. I'm going to look at the 393s since it could break down to 393. They're at 155. They were at 145. I think I'm going to do it real quick. My stop loss will be like 70 bucks, so I'll put it at 148 here. Starting to catch some legs. Here's the retest at 393.80. I'm going in here, 10 contracts, but I'm keeping a really small stop loss. If it stops me out like really quickly, that'll be 70 bucks, and I'll still be up 200 on the day. So that's my That's my stop. I'm in 10 right now, $1,500 risk. It's not going to be a big mover. It's either I lose 70 or I gain like 200. So it's not a big R multiple, but on this retest of this downtrend or this uptrend, we break it, we retest it. And we're sitting on VWAP, but the Bollinger Band is expanding. It's not the best trade setup, but just trying to feel something right now. And I'm going to move this up to 60 bucks now. Probably going to get stopped, but looking for that rejection. I don't think I'm going to get it, but we're going to try. I'm going to try like hell. It just broke through, so I'm going to push this up to 148, lose 50 bucks. Worth it, worth a shot. It was worth the shot, so I'm still up 220 on the day. The reason I did that was because I wanted to see the retest, but the call side was definitely the right side there. So still up 226 on the day. Small loss. I'm just trading dead weight right now. Call side obviously would have been better, but just taking a shot for the big breakdown. And even those calls, they didn't really pay. They paid $20 a contract there on that move up. These are just shitty movements today. This is not good options trading. So I think I might log off, take the 220, come back for power hour, see if I can make another 250 or 225 to make my $500 goal. I was trying for it right there, but took a little bit of a loss. No big deal. Small stop losses, big wins. I don't really know what this is going to do. Probably just chop for a little bit now that it's almost 12 o'clock. So I'm going to go get some food. Hopefully that helped out a little bit, but not a really good options trading day, so my apologies. This could still break down below this level, so I wouldn't count that out just yet. But it is starting to curl up a little bit. It could start to be a consolidation pattern, run up to that 394 level. And I still have that 394.70 that it did not hit. So this is the level. I'll keep it here for now. But there she is. Damn, is this reversing now? Whew. That hurts my soul. Damn. I think that this does have an opportunity now to break down pretty nicely. I mean, 50 cents. It's not going to be that much. The market's not moving. I don't know. I'm not going to force anything, but just keep on watch that this doesn't start heading towards that low of the day market, 392, because it very easily could. Tesla's starting to die too. Wow. Tesla might end up going to its low of the day mark, so just keep that on watch as well. I have that mark right here at or below. Could look for a bounce, or you could play to that 186 level. They might actually be a really good opportunity on the put side for tomorrow. Probably pretty cheap. 186s, 185s, or 194. It would pay about $100 a contract, so it's honestly not that bad. I might end up buying just one of these, just to hold on to see if Tesla ends up collapsing by the end of the day. They were 140, so I think I'm going to put a limit order in Tesla real quick. Maybe just like a small 3 or so. See if it puts me to the 500 mark that I want. But this is starting to trend down, so this is a nice little sell-off trend. Tried to break out a couple times, hasn't done it yet, and this is the low, so I'm looking at that 186 potential. Let's see if I can set 3 right around 160. So a little bit of a jump back up to retest this trend line. I'd be in. Maybe a little higher, maybe like 163. So when it comes back, it'll be a retest of this trend, 190, 189-ish. I'm gonna let Theta get to it a little bit. Hopefully it can fill me. At the high, these were at 357, so these could be well above 300. Could make a nice bag on these if it can pull back for me a little bit. And I might end up buying 10, but I'm going to keep the limit there at 189, and I'm going to keep my alert there. It looks like the SPY is getting rejected too, so if this can fall to low of the day, Tesla could easily go to low of the day after their really shitty event yesterday. So they're down 7% today. I think that they have a ton of room down still. Daily chart looks like it's rejecting, so we'll see what can happen here. I think that we could at least retest that low of the day. Would be pretty nice. So here's a large volume spike. I'm sure we'll see a green candle, then I would get filled. Might end up buying 10, but we'll see. If I do end up buying 10, I'll let everybody know in the chat. But for now, it's chop hours. My limit is here, and I'm looking for low of the day test on Tesla, but I want a lower fill around 160s. So that's my game plan. I'm looking for Tesla low of the day. That's it. There's a lot of volatility in this. I think that this could be good value, and hopefully that helped out a little bit.